Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about building a new plan for one of the biggest projects of your life, retirement. Let's be honest, the old rules are out, and the challenges we're facing today are totally different. So if you want to navigate retirement successfully in the years ahead, you're going to need a modern blueprint. All right, let's dive in. First things first, we need to talk about something called the retirement danger zone. This is a super high-stakes period, that handful of years right before and right after you stop working. Now, why is it so dangerous? Well, because any financial mistakes you make, or even just bad market luck, in this narrow window can have a massively oversized impact on the rest of your life. It's a really critical time. The thing is, the strategies that worked for your parents or grandparents, they're just not going to cut it anymore. To really secure your future, you need a new blueprint, and it's built on three core pillars: creating a resilient portfolio, choosing a smart advisor for this new age, and optimizing your location. So let's start building that plan, pillar by pillar.
Okay, pillar number one. This is all about playing defense. I mean, think about it. After decades of saving and growing your money, the main goal shifts. It's not just about accumulation anymore, it's about preservation. You have to fortify your portfolio and protect what you've worked so hard to build.
And this brings us to probably the single biggest threat lurking in that retirement danger zone: sequence of returns risk. Now, I know it sounds super technical, but the idea is actually pretty simple. If the market takes a huge nosedive right when you start taking money out, you're forced to sell more of your investments when they're cheap. That can absolutely cripple your portfolio for years to come. It's not about your average return over 30 years. It's about when the bad years happen that matters most. And here's the really scary part. You might be taking on this risk without even knowing it. I mean, thanks to the incredible stock market we've had, a lot of portfolios have just drifted. What you thought was a balanced 60-40 portfolio just 5 years ago could easily be closer to an aggressive 80% in stocks today. That is a huge, hidden gamble, right at the moment you can afford it the least. So how do we fight this? Well, we can borrow a strategy that professional pension plans have used for years: a de-risking glide path. Now, this isn't about panic selling everything at once. No way. It's a disciplined, gradual process. As you get closer to retirement, you systematically, methodically shift your money from volatile growth stuff, like stocks, into more stable assets, like high-quality bonds. You're basically locking in your gains along the way. And what's really cool is how concrete this can be. Just look at this table. It's a sample schedule based on your funded status, which is just a fancy way of saying how close you are to your retirement goal. See? When you're below 85% of your goal, you're still pretty aggressive, 65% in stocks. But the moment you hit that 85% trigger, boom, the plan automatically shifts you to be a little safer. By the time you hit your goal, you're down to just 25% in stocks. It takes the emotion and the guesswork right out of it. Okay, with our portfolio fortified, let's move to pillar 2, getting the right guidance. Because let's face it, the world of financial advice is being completely turned on its head by technology. The big question for 2026 and beyond isn't just who you should trust, but what kind of intelligence you should be trusting. And this gets us right to the heart of the modern advice dilemma. On one hand, you've got these generic AI tools. Yeah, they're instant, they're cheap, but they often don't see your whole financial picture. And worse, they can make subtle but really costly math errors. On the other hand, you've got human advisors. They offer empathy, they offer judgment, but they're expensive and access can be limited. The real challenge is knowing the difference between something that just sounds confident and something that's actually reliable. But what if there's a third option? Let's break this down into 3 tiers. You've got your generic AI, your traditional human advisor, and this new category, advisor-grade AI. This new breed really tries to give you the best of both worlds. It connects directly to your real financial data, so it's highly personalized. It uses deterministic math engines, so it's super accurate. And it has compliance and safety built right in from the start, all for a more moderate cost. So you might be wondering, does this new approach actually work? Well, the data is pretty stunning. When you benchmark these on a certified financial planner or CFP style exam, the results are just eye-opening. The average human CFP scores around 80%. A really advanced generic AI like a GPT-5 gets into the low 90s. But look at this. An advisor-grade AI system scored an incredible 98.3%. That's because it's combining that conversational ability with precise, verifiable math. Now, before you think it's the wild west of robot advisors, there are some serious guardrails in place. Financial regulators like FINRA are crystal clear. No matter what technology is being used, the firm is still responsible. there has to be a robust supervisory system. So this means advisor-grade AI isn't just a smarter chatbot, it's a powerful tool that has to operate inside a strict, regulated framework built for your safety. We've protected our portfolio, and we've chosen a smart guide. So now for the third pillar, a decision that can literally save you tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, but so many people overlook it: where you actually choose to live in retirement. Here's a huge piece of the puzzle. Not all states treat retirees the same when it comes to taxes. Not even close. Get this. Right now, there are 13 states that do not tax your retirement income distributions. That means no state tax on withdrawals from your 401k, your traditional IRA, nothing. That is a huge immediate advantage that can seriously boost your spending money every single year. But, and this is a big but, it's not as simple as just looking at income tax. You have to look at the whole picture. A state with zero income tax might have crazy high property taxes or sales taxes. Some states that do have income tax might not tax your Social Security benefits, while others do. The key takeaway here is you've got to analyze how a state treats all your money: pensions, capital gains, Social Security, everything, to find the place that's truly tax-friendly for you. So there we have it. Those are the 3 pillars of a modern retirement strategy. Now let's put them all together into a single, actionable blueprint that you can use to start reevaluating your own plan. So what does this all boil down to? It's really this 3-step blueprint. First, fortify your portfolio. Put a systematic de-risking glide path in place so market drift doesn't leave you overexposed. Second, choose your guide wisely. Understand this new world of financial advice so you can get guidance that's accurate, personalized, and safe. And third, optimize your location. Do a full analysis of the total tax hit before you even think about making a move. And that really brings us to the final question you need to ask yourself. The world has changed so dramatically. Our financial markets, our technology, how long we live. The strategies of the past were built for a totally different time. So take a hard look at your own plan and ask, was it built for the last century, or is it truly ready for the next one?